Hi everyone, and welcome to this new lesson. As Stealthywood grows, we have more and more people interested in working for us. Some have even applied to be interns for our HR department. And since our HR team has so many things to do, we're going to help them out with this one. Of course, the interns we hire can't have the same rights as the rest of the HR team, so we'll have to set up access rights and record rules to limit their access on our database. They will only have the ability to create and edit new employee forms when someone is recruited. By creating groups, we will be able to put several users together that need specific rights. To do so, we will need the developer mode. It's one of the rare cases where it's needed, and it's pretty simple to use, so don't worry about it if you've never used it before. So let's dive in Stealthywood's database to see how this works. All right, so here I am on my database. Let's go ahead and activate developer mode. So I went to settings, and now I'm going to click on the button, activate developer mode, that's in the bottom right corner. All right, then the page will reload and will bring you back to your main dashboard, but we're going to go back to settings, and then we're going to click on users and companies, and we're going to have a new option, groups. So let's go ahead and select that. We can create a new one by clicking on the create button, but what we're going to do is actually finish configuring one of the groups I've already created. All right, so let's go to employees intern and click on edit. So as you can see, for the application, I've added employees. All right, and then I've also named it intern. It's quite simple. I'm going to go ahead and add a user. Okay, so I'm going to choose Superman, who is one of our interns, and then I'm going to go to the next tab over, and I'm also going to add an inherited group. Okay, so as you can read right here, the users that are added to this group are automatically added to the group or groups that I'm about to add. Okay, so let's go ahead and add user types, internal user right here. So all of the access rights an internal user will have, the interns will also have. All right, so it's an inherited group. Then we're going to go over to menus, and I'm going to add a couple of menus. So the first one will be employees. So let's go ahead and search for employees. And the next will be employees/department. So let's go ahead and search for that as well. All right, so I have these two menus. If I didn't add these, then my user in this group would not be able to see anything inside of the employees application. So we want to be sure we add the menus that we would like them to have access to. All right, and then we're going to skip overviews and go directly to access rights. So here I have added several items. Okay, if you're following this flow with me, you may want to copy this inside of your own group. Okay, so once you've done that, we're going to go ahead and click on save. And then we're going to go to the database of our intern to see what it looks like. All right, so we're going over to Superman's profile. We're going to refresh the page since I just saved that group. Okay, and then we're going to go to employees. As you can see from the top, first of all, we have these two menus. So employees and also employees/departments. All right. And then I also have the possibility to create a new employee. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to create one for the intern. So man, super. Okay, we're going to click on save. Okay, something I want to point out here is that as the intern, I do not have the access to delete this profile, okay, or to delete this employee, which is good. I don't want my interns having the ability to delete employees. Okay, we can go to Amy Caroline, and we can modify this if we need to. However, the thing is, I don't want my intern to be able to modify employee forms that already existed or were created by someone else. Okay, so what I'm going to do is create a new rule that will limit the intern's access so they will not be able to modify already existing forms. All right, so let's go back to the database as the admin. All right, we're going to go to technical, and we're going to scroll down to record rules. Okay, we're going to create a new one. So first of all, I need a name. So I'm going to call this on own docs. Okay, and then for access rights, I'm going to go ahead and deselect apply for read and apply for create. Okay, for the object, I'm going to choose employee. I'm going to go ahead and add a rule definition here. So by doing this and having apply for write and apply for delete selected, I'm going to prevent them from being able to delete or modify employee forms that already existed or were created by someone else. Okay, so let's go ahead and add the group as well. So employees, interns, I want this rule to apply to this group. Then we're going to save. Okay. I'm going to refresh the page here as well, and then I'm going to go back to the intern's profile. We're going to refresh the page again. Okay, here I am back on Amy Caroline. So as you saw, Superman did not create this employee. So let's go ahead and try to edit it and save. When we do that, we're going to have an error saying that we cannot modify this form due to security restrictions. That means the rule that I just created works. Okay. So I'll go ahead and discard this change. I'm going to go back to employees. I'm going to go to Superman. And this is the form that this intern did create. So let's go ahead and edit this and save. And as we can see, we do have the possibility to modify this form because we created it ourselves as the intern. All right, so it's quite simple. It can be tricky to get the hang of, but once you understand how it works, it can be extremely useful. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching.